The way you think is the way your life becomes.
Because your thoughts shape your entire destiny. Today I'm going to share a small story that proves this simple truth. Once upon a time, in a busy railway station, people rushed in and out every day. Among the crowd, there sat a man wearing the same dirty shirt. He begged for coins quietly. This was his daily routine. He'd arrive in the morning, sit on the platform, stretch out his hand for alms, thank anyone who gave, and silently sit back down. By evening, he'd leave for a small corner nearby, where he slept each night. This was his life. He had no dream to escape it. He never tried to change it. Years passed, and one day, a tall, elegant man walked into the station, wearing a suit, carrying a briefcase. A true businessman. The beggar looked at him and thought, "He must be rich. If I ask, he'll surely give." He walked up to the man. "Sir, please help me. Just a little if you can." The man looked at him, then smiled and asked, "How long have you been begging?" The beggar replied, "Many years, sir. This is all I've known." The businessman said, "I'm someone who believes in value exchange. If I give you something, what will you give me in return?" The beggar was confused. "Sir, I have nothing. I'm the one asking. Please help." The businessman smiled again. "That's the problem. You've never thought of giving, always receiving. Learn to give something back. That's the first step to changing your life." And he walked away, leaving only those words behind. The beggar sat in silence. Those words echoed in his heart.
For 2 whole days.
He couldn't get it out of his mind. I never gave anything to anyone, not even once. He looked around, wondering, what do I have to give? Suddenly he noticed a garden, right beside the station. It was full of beautiful flowers. An idea struck. Maybe I can give flowers. Yes, every person who gives me money, I'll give them a flower in return. He smiled for the first time. Next morning, he woke up early, took a small bag, and picked the most beautiful flowers he could find. He returned to the platform. Every person who dropped a coin, he smiled, blessed them, and offered a flower in return. People were surprised. A beggar giving something back? Fast, word spread. More people came. More coins fell into his bowl. Everyone left with a smile and a flower. The beggar had changed, not just his life, but how others saw him. He was still sitting on the same platform, but he was no longer just a beggar. Weeks passed. One day, that same businessman boarded a train at the station. The beggar saw him from afar. His face lit up. He ran to him. "Sir, you remember me?" The man paused. Fast smiled. "Of course. You're the man I spoke to months ago." "Yes, sir. You asked me a question that changed my life. Today I have an answer." He held out his hand. The businessman gave him some money, and the beggar took out a flower.
Offered it with both hands.
The man accepted it with deep respect. Smiling warmly, he said, "Now you're a businessman too. You've learned the most powerful truth. You don't have to be rich to give. You just have to choose to give." They shook hands. The businessman gave him a hug. No one had ever hugged the beggar before. The train approached the next station. The businessman stepped off, and the beggar looked up at the sky and shouted with joy, "I am no longer a beggar. I am a businessman." People stared. Some thought he had gone mad, but he didn't care. From that day on, he never begged again. 6 months later, that same station saw something new. Two well-dressed men walking together. One of them smiled at the other. "Sir, do you remember me? You once told me I was a businessman too." That day, I decided, no more begging. I started collecting flowers, selling them, arranging them. Now I run a flower business. I'm no longer poor. I'm not just surviving, I'm thriving. The businessman looked at him, eyes wide with joy. He smiled, and both of them walked away, two successful men in suits. One thing had changed it all, a single thought. Your thoughts shape your life. If you think you're low, others will too. But if you believe in your worth, soon the world will believe it too. So keep your thoughts high, because your thoughts create your destiny.